All right, one of my favorite topics, the real estate market hitting a bit of a brick wall. June home prices slowing to their smallest annual gain in 17 months. Let's bring in our panel today. We've got United Advisors Scott Martin. He is also a Fox News contributor, along with Victoria Shaner from Douglas Elliman. Victoria, starting with you here on this one. I mean, you're the real estate expert. You tell me. Prices coming down. Again, we're starting to see pressure.
I'm not seeing pressure. I'm seeing low inventory. I'm seeing pricing being stable, and that to me equals a stable market, good for the seller, and it's very good for the buyer because it makes us relax. And coming into negotiation, we know where we stand. All
right, Scott, do you agree with that? Because I'm sorry, but I'm seeing things kind of slow down across many portions of the country. You've still got financing issues. You've still got income issues for many Americans, and investors are actually starting to slow their activity in real estate, Scott.
Yeah, I see the same thing, Cheryl. Remember, this isn't against the backdrop of falling interest rates. In fact, rather considerably. So the issue to me is, maybe to Victoria's point, we are seeing price stability, but at lower levels. I don't think that's great. You know, I think we got used to this housing recovery probably becoming a little bit longer in the tooth here. And what do we have? 2-3 years of maybe a housing recovery that likely was driven by short supply, by the way, not strong demand or strong economy, which is better for fundamentals of the housing market.
I want to bring in Jason Meister. He's joining us as well. He's a vice president at New York Capital Markets. But Jason, the same thing, and take New York aside, and I realize that's your specialty, but if you look at the rest of the country, you still have a wage gap in many parts of the nation, and that is slowing down or hurting pricing and sales as well in some of those parts of the nation.
Sure, there's stagnant wage growth, Cheryl, and that's part of why you saw today that you had the whole country went down. It's the first time since February 2008.
I'm not surprised, but maybe you give me a different spin.
I'm not surprised
I didn't surprise at all.
Unemployment is still, real unemployment, the U6 number is still hovering 15% for the millennial generation, and they're not buying homes. So I'm not surprised at all.
You know, I mean, Victoria, at the same time, and certainly, again, New York is it's a different animal. Let's just be clear here. But in other parts of the nation, I don't think, again, I think whether it's Phoenix or Vegas or Florida, take your pick, the party's over for investors.
I don't feel that way. I feel the party is not over. I think that's a great time to get in. Banks are lending at, you know, you could get a LIBOR at 1.75. You could get a fixed 15-year at 3.25%. Money is free, and it's now the best time to buy instead of rent. So I see, you know, the economy moving where it's moving, but, you know, we have nothing to invest in. I feel my buyers really want to get in and buy.
If they can. Okay, there's somebody getting in, Victoria. You're going to love this, actually, because we're speaking to you. Single ladies are doing it for themselves. According to the National Association of Realtors, 25% of home buyers are single, and 16% of those are single women. What do we got going on here, Victoria? I'm going to go ahead and say yes.
Well, my lady buyers feel that they are sick of renting. They're sick of throwing money to the landlord, and they're trying to build equity. They also see themselves as breadwinners and building families and building children and wanting to continue their life.
That's interesting, Scott. What do you make of that? The fact that we should say, though, the marriage rates are down. They've been going down every year. So maybe it's not a surprise that women are going out and buying more. But are you surprised at the numbers that we're just getting?
No, I think they're great. The point you made is a really good one, though, about marriage rates and divorce rates, frankly, too. You know, Jason brought up something previously, which is the household formation numbers, which are pretty lousy. You know, millennials, I mean, somebody's going to take over the slack that millennials are not providing now. You know, 1 in 3 millennials or more are living with their parents still. So you have a lot of areas that I guess the housing market needs to step up in that women are actually filling that.
Jason, 10 seconds on this topic?
Yeah, I think that I read the article as well. 25% of single women are buying homes. I think it's a great thing. I think that they're buying homes, and it's very positive.
You're politically correct in what you're saying. That's fine. I don't mind. I'll let you skate on that one.